guys don't know me, my name is Belle. I'm gonna be doing a Q&A today. This is my first time that I'll be doing a Q&A, so it might be a little bit awkward talking to the camera. Like, I don't know what to say. But anyways, I have some questions from everybody that I know. Ooh. Hey, no one's here? No one's here? No one's here! Shut up. You're so loud. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, sorry. I've got some questions. I did a post on Instagram of just sending me questions for you guys to get to know me, because I feel like not much information is out there about me and my story and who I am and where I am, where I've been, and where in life I have been. Anyways, let's get started with the questions. Questions. Let's start with this one. Who's your best friend? Obviously you, Tayomi. Obviously you. Who else would it be? You. You are the number one girl. Number one girl in your arms. You're one and only. Anyway, next question from Aliana. Biggest life lesson moving from the Philippines to New Zealand to Australia. Wow. Life lesson. I guess since I moved a lot when I was younger, I guess to not forget your roots. That's a big life lesson, because when I was moving from the Philippines, I think I was 9 or 8, turning 9. I moved from the Philippines to New Zealand, and so definitely know where your roots are from. Don't get too westernized. Always speak your language, even if you don't know it. Always learn from it, from your elders, from your friends. Surround yourself with good people, and don't forget your culture. I think that's the biggest lesson from moving from different countries around the world. Luca, isn't that right? Isn't that right? Say hi. Hello. Next question. A quote you live by on a day-to-day basis. I don't really have a quote, but because usually I would just say YOLO. I guess that's kind of my quote in life, like YOLO, but with the intention of not taking, things so seriously. But also, if you have that moment where there is a serious situation in your life, then obviously be serious about it. But I guess my motto is just like, you only live once. Do the most of it. Don't waste your time, and if you do waste your time, come back from it. Come back, be more resilient about it. I think that's the hardest thing for me, being resilient, being consistent. Okay, I know. But yes, being consistent with your time, and yeah, just being consistent with whatever you're doing in life. I think that's the biggest challenge for me, even though that's not the question. But my life motto is YOLO. Yeah. Question. How do you make croissants? I don't know. How do you make croissants? I've made croissants once. It took so long. A lot of folding, a lot of kneading, a lot of butter. Yeah. I think that was... I don't even want to make croissants anymore. It was so hard making it. And it took so long to, get it done. Yes? What is this? No. Go that way. But yes, making croissants is hard. If you have the time to do it, do it. If you don't have the time to do it and you don't have patience, don't do it. Yes. Fetch. What was your dream job when you were a child? My dream job when I was a child, I wanted to be a singer, an artist. Like, your typical Filipino family. that like can do everything, like can play sports, can sing, can dance. Well, that's my family, and I can do all those three. Not to flex, but and I really wanted to do singing, but then my interests, like I was interested, I'm still interested. It's just the opportunity hasn't been given to me, or I haven't really pursued about it. So I don't know. I sing here and there, but not that much. Stop, Luca. Oh my gosh, I'm so done. What is your favorite part about Melbourne? I want to say weather, because the weather here is kind of a hit or miss. But I do. Come here, Luca. Come here. Come here. What I love about Melbourne is the culture. I guess there's just a lot of like people from around the world here in Melbourne, and it's bigger, population wise, density wise, it's bigger compared to New Zealand and Christchurch. There's a lot more opportunities here than in Christchurch, in Christchurch, New Zealand. I think that's my favorite part of Melbourne. I think, yeah, opportunity wise. My favorite tats. You got any tats? I've got 3 tats. One here on my wrist. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there's one right here. I've got one right here as well. It's like 2 fairies, and a quote at the back of my rib. And it's a quote of my favorite album, which is Mac Miller's Divine Feminine. That's my favorite album. Maybe, how do you deal with emotions? How do I deal with my emotions when I'm down? What do I do? How do I deal with emotions? When I'm down, I just kind of break down. I crash out. I, let myself actually like break down and just cry it all out, and like just recognize why I'm crying and how did it start and what triggered it. I guess that's how I would deal with my emotions. I get really bad anxiety, so whenever I do have those moments, I try to just have my own space, away from everything, away from my phone, away from people. I mean, it would be great if you have a companion, like a dog like Luca right here, and just cry to him, because he won't judge you. I guess that's how I would deal with my emotions, is just not lock myself out of like the world and everything, but just to get away from things, and just let everything out. Just cry about it. I think that's how I would deal with my emotions. Or you could just talk to your friends, they're there to support you. Your friends are supposed to be there to support you, to be always there if you need anything, not physically, but also like they can be one call away and just talk to each other for hours and hours and hours and ends, because that's how I would deal with it. I'll just talk to my friends, rant about it. If I don't want to be alone with my own emotions at that moment, then I will talk to my friends who are, what am I, an owl? Who are available to talk to you. Yeah. What's your biggest relationship icks? Ooh, that's a good question, Alexis. My biggest relationship icks is when a guy doesn't have any ambitions. A guy who doesn't have any ambitions is like having no plans for their future. And I can't be with someone who doesn't have a plan for their future. And if we're together, like, that's if. If we're together, then what's the point of dating? You know what I mean? It's just like dating to have fun. There's no ambition. There's no, there's no goal in life. So I think that's my biggest ick from someone. But minor icks, if we talk about minor icks, I really, really dislike it when a guy is eating and it's so loud. It's like chewing with your mouth open. It's so disgusting. No manners, no etiquette whatsoever. It's just like they've not been taught how to have manners on the table, which is kind of ew. What is your star sign? My star sign is a Taurus. I'm a Taurus, earth sign. I guess from how people see us, we're kind of like down to earth. I'm not really into like big with like star signs and everything, but I do know mine. Which are, we're very down to earth. We don't play about like anyone who like comes at us. We're just, you know, if someone has to say something, we stand by for a bit until something triggers us, and we'll be like, okay, what's up? Why? Taurus are very, I wouldn't say they're emotional, because I think I'm emotional as a Taurus, but I don't know about other people who are Tauruses. But I do have it down. I think my sun is Taurus. My moon, I think my moon is Gemini. I think so. Let me check. So my sun, Taurus. My moon, my moon is, oh, my moon is a Capricorn and my rising is a Gemini. So I don't know what that all means, okay? I'm not a huge, you know, philanthropist. Is that a word for it? I'm not a huge advocate for star signs, but I do only know mine. But at the same time, I don't, because I don't know. Doesn't make sense. I think we can do one more. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bloop, bloop. Do you like monkeys? Oh, this is a funny one. So specific as well. They know the story about this. Do I like monkeys? No, I do not like monkeys. They're horrible animals. Oh, not horrible. They're just, I had a bad experience when I was really young. I had a really bad experience with a monkey when I was really young. My parents took me and my older brother to a zoo in the Philippines. And my brother was playing with like the monkeys with his friends, and they were like throwing bottle like cans. Oh, not bottle cans. Bottle opener, like the bottle opener, the lids onto like the cage of like the monkeys, just to get their attention, which is really bad, by the way. We shouldn't be doing that. But then younger me thought, why don't I join them as well? And then I did join. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have joined, because all the lids that they were throwing were near the cage. And so I was like, I'm gonna just walk right up to the cage and grab the lid. And I did. I grabbed the lid, but then a monkey yanked my hair, and oh, I was traumatized. Oh my gosh, I was traumatized for life because of that monkey that grabbed my hair. And then all of my brother's friends and him were laughing at me. How mean. They were all laughing at me. I was crying. I went to my mom and I cried. And then there's a photo of me and my brother. It's like a photo of us touching this like huge snake. I think it was like a yellow snake. And then there's a photo of me going like this, like, ow, like that. Like I was aching. I was like rubbing my head because it ached so bad. The monkey yanking my hair, it ached so bad. And there was like a photo of me touching the snake like this. And I was like, ugh. There should be a photo. Wait, I'll try and find the photo and I'll insert it like somewhere here. But yeah, it was so embarrassing. And until this day, my brother still remembers that moment, and even my parents remember that moment, and I even remember that moment because it was so triggering. I wouldn't say I despise monkeys, but I despise monkeys. That's my story about why I don't like monkeys. I think we should end it from there with this Q&A, because I feel like we've gone past our time. But anyways, I hope you guys did learn a little bit about me. We did cover a lot of questions, a lot of topics within the questions, a lot of like mental stuff, a lot of how I deal with my emotions, a lot of relationship stuff with like icks, and then like a funny story like this. But later in the future, I think I will definitely do another Q&A. But I will catch you guys on the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I definitely had a good time telling you guys about my story about monkeys. Yeah, I'm just very grateful with all the new subscribers that I have received, all of the love that I have received from everybody. It does like support me a lot, and I'm really bad with words, but just makes me want to keep going because of how much support I'm getting from it. So I'm really thankful for all of you guys. Also, comment down below if you guys want different types of videos that you want me to do. That would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.